Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Joe is a liar, a cheater, and an abuser.
He was wrong in the past.
He hasn't put his hands on you in 3 years.
But now,
you've started abusing him. You've thrown TV trays, shot glasses.
I threw my water in his face, punching on his arm.
who's the victim?
He turns his back on me. He ignores me.
I gotta tell you, somebody starts beating on me, the conversation kind of dries up. Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
I try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
In 5, 4.
I am not giving up on you.
Go, Dr. Phil.
Well, thank you very much. Teresa was all smiles when she said, I do, 12 years ago. Now, unfortunately, happily ever after was just not in the cards for this couple. Arguments escalated into fights. Fights turned into normal, everyday behavior. And when Joe stepped out on his wife, well, things got really ugly. Things got so bad that Teresa says on her 36th birthday, instead of giving her a present, Joe pushed her to the ground and punched her over and over again until police arrived. Now today, Teresa says she fears for her life because she knows next time Joe loses his temper, it could be the end of her life. Take a look.
My marriage with Joe is in shambles. Joe is a liar, a cheater, and an abuser. He has strangled me, spit in my face, punched me. Every single time he's blamed me for provoking him. Joe put the kids to bed, went into their room, shut the door, and locked it. I went to the room to stop him from bad-mouthing me. He grabbed my throat, pushed me up against this wall, tossed me down the hall into our garbage can. And I just screamed at him, just kill me. When I tried to call 911, Joe ripped the phone out of the wall. The worst incident between Joe and I happened on my birthday, 2011. I saw him at the bar talking to a couple of blondes, and I went up to him and I slapped him in the face. We started walking to our car, yelling and screaming at each other. I pushed him. I got punched in the face, fell down to the ground, broke my front tooth. He was just wailing on my back. I had bruises all up and down my back. I could barely move my arms. I live in a lot of fear that he's gonna snap again. I think that Joe is capable of killing me at one punch, that he didn't mean to kill me, but he did.
Y'all have heard me say, no matter how flat you make a pancake, it's got two sides. Now, Joe admits he was abusive in the past. He doesn't deny it. He says it was wrong, and he knows it was wrong. But he says he hasn't laid a hand on his wife in 3 years and has done everything in his power to change and to make amends. Now he says he's the one being abused.
Teresa verbally abuses me on a constant basis.
When Joe ignores me or doesn't listen to me, it sends me into a rage.
She kicked holes in the wall, thrown chairs.
I slam doors, scream, I'll grab my head and just squeeze it.
She gets to yelling to where I've seen it's like, their veins are popping out.
I behave this way because my voice isn't being heard.
It gets outrageous.
I hit Joe for the first time just the other night.
She came up to me and she's just so mad and starts wailing on my back.
He gets up and he moves over to another couch, and I'm still just I'm so frustrated. I can't take it anymore. And I just threw my water in his face, and I just started punching on his arm, and I just left.
I mean, arguments play out all the time in front of the kids. I don't like it one bit.
I feel horrible. It breaks my heart that they're watching this, that they're seeing what such a dysfunctional marriage is about. They deserve better.
Her behavior is pretty juvenile.
I'm getting worse and worse. This isn't what I was expecting when we got married. If things don't change, we'll be divorced very soon.
Are you invested in this marriage?
Yes, I'm here.
I mean, I want to see it. I want to hear it. Is she right? Do you not listen to her?
I really do try
Do you
hard.
love her?
I do love her very much.
She says there is no doubt in her mind you're going to kill her.
I'm not going to kill her.
You're going to kill this woman?
No, I would never do that. 3 years has gone by since I've been through my treatment, learned how to just deal with
He
things.
still shows his anger. He gets in my face and screams at me still. I see it.
Once since then.
Once is enough.
Who's the one that gets in? She's in my face, yelling and screaming, you know, of course, but I'm calm, collected, let it go. She's throwing chairs across the room. I'm calm, collected, and I'm just, you know, so.
Okay, so he hasn't put his hands on you in 3 years.
No,
Okay?
does not.
But you've started abusing him.
Well, I've been yelling at him for years because I don't feel like I'm being heard. But yes, the other day,
You know, it's amazing
for
to
the
me.
first time, Dr. Phil,
It's
yes.
amazing to me how people choose to spend their time when they get here. So
But
we
just
can
the
play
other
this
day,
game.
yes, I
no,
did
No,
hit
it's
him.
okay. We'll play the game. This year, for the first time, you punched him.
Yes.
You pounded him in the arms.
Yes.
You tried to punch him in the face.
Slap him.
You've thrown water on him. You've thrown TV trays, remote controls, shot glasses. You broke a glass and a sink stopper during a rage. You get in his face and say, I hate you, I hate you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But this is how you want to spend your time. Well, I yell at him.
Well, Dr. Phil, I meant to say yes, verbally I've been quite abusive, but recently, just in the last week or two, is when I've put my hands on him. I've never done that before until just recently.
And you've been pouring a little alcohol on top of this.
Yes, I have.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm just trying to get, we can spend the time however you want. We can spend the time with you being in denial and trivializing, minimizing, or you can admit that you're spinning out of control. So why are you beating on this guy?
Because I don't feel like he hears me. He turns his back on me. He ignores me. He
Because I
doesn't.
got to tell you, somebody starts beating on me, the conversation kind of dries up. You know, you start hitting me and throwing stuff at me, and I don't know. My ears kind of shut, and I kind of duck down, and the conversation kind of dries up.
It's more been yelling all these years, Dr. Phil, I swear.
Well, how's that working for you?
It's nothing worked, Dr. Phil. Asking him didn't work. Pleasing him didn't work. Asking him, I would tell him, Joe, pretend for 10 minutes like you like me. Don't even pretend like you love me. Just pretend like you like me. Can we go out to dinner tonight? I mean, I went to that length. I mean, it's been years of me trying to just get him to spend some quality alone time with me.
But is that not in the past as we're trying to move forward? I mean, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I admit I've done a lot wrong in the past. I know what I've done, and I'm working really hard to move forward, to just progress.
I don't think he quite understands when he cheated on me what that did to me. 11 years of Dr. Phil, I asked him to take me, just to do something with me, and he wouldn't.
Start saying, I don't give a about your feelings. It's all about me now.
This is after the
It's all
affair and
about
after
me.
the abuse, after he spent 11 years lying to me, lying.
Yeah, I've got an interesting point of view about that. Next, a stunt that Teresa pulled on the freeway that terrified her husband and 6-year-old daughter. Yeah, there's an audience for all of this. 3 children. We'll be right back.
One night, driving down the highway, she just started opening the door.
I opened the car door to see what he would do.
I was blown away.
He was ready to jump.
Monday on an all-new Dr. Phil. An eating disorder.
I binge and purge at least 30 times a day.
She blames on mom.
You've heard her once in 4 years.
I don't want to focus on a time frame.
Well, I'm the one that decides what we're focusing on.
Is she living in reality?
I'm so sick, but nobody believes me.
If she thinks calories are contagious?
I get mad when someone touches me because the calories are getting on to me.
Calories don't jump from one person to another.
That's
in Washington, D.C.
This summer, we just moved to a new town, and we were in a hotel looking for a house to live in.
Things were not really going our way. It was hard to get ahead financially.
And it was all chaotic. We had a lot to do, and Joe wasn't helping at all. He was basically on vacation.
In my mind, I just knew it was going to work out.
I just was outrageously defeated.
She's just, nail biting, stressing about every little thing. One night, driving down the highway, she just started opening the door.
I opened the car door to see what he would do. I wanted attention.
She kept saying that we'd be better off without her. She just wanted to leave the world. I was blown away.
I was ready to jump.
I'm trying to drive my daughter in the back of the car, and she started to cry.
We got back to the hotel, and he hugged me tighter than he's ever hugged me. He cried like I'd never seen him cry. He told me he was scared. Something I never heard from him. It worked. He got this house that we're living in. He stepped up, and that's what it took. And that's what it always takes. I can't keep trying to get that attention from him. I have to save my own sanity.
Wow. It worked. You found something that worked. All you got to do is open the door of the car on the freeway in front of your daughter and try to throw yourself out into traffic, and you get attention. Problem solved. Right?
No.
You said it worked.
Well, it worked,
He came
but...
home, he hugged me like he never hugged me before. Look at this house, look at this house. It worked. All I gotta do is throw myself out of a moving car. Really?
I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do with him anymore. I don't feel like he even wants me.
She behaved in a ridiculous fashion, and you rewarded her for it, and she noticed. She said it worked.
Yeah,
So you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you. You teach her, you get outrageous, you will get my attention. And she learned the lesson well. She said it worked. I got it. Okay, got that. That worked. Now, the question I have for you is, why will you not pay attention to her? And I got to tell you, I'd rather do that than scrape her up off the freeway.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, yeah.
So what the hell? What is it?
I don't know. In the past, I admit I've been selfish in the past through the years, thinking of, okay, just little things. I never really thought about as far as spending time, her and I alone. You know, just hanging out as a family was always sufficient, but obviously not. You know, my mistake. I admit.
Well, what are you doing about it?
Well, I've changed. I mean, as far as, we go out now, we hang out, we spend time out. I have a night shift that I work, so we spend all day together riding bikes. We work out together. You know, we do a lot of things together now. I take her out, you know, I plan dates for her.
Yes, it's true. Recently, it's been happening. My fear is that as soon as I don't know how to explain it, but if I, like, calm down or if I...
Oh, I know how to explain it.
But he's going to stop doing that for me.
No, I can explain it for you. I really can. I understand your anxiety. That's what it is, right? You have fear that if you don't press, if you don't yell and scream and press and get all over him, that he's going to slip away or turn on you and bite you again, right?
Yeah.
And he cheated on you, right?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have time for you. He got time for somebody else.
Yeah.
And it just broke your heart, right?
He's done it a couple times.
He doesn't understand what that did to you.
Yeah. He shattered my world when he took her out. He shattered it.
Oh, you didn't cheat on me
But didn't
before that?
he walk in the other night and find you in the hot tub with your best friend's boyfriend?
It wasn't quite like that, Dr. Phil. We were just sitting in the hot tub.
Yeah.
He was on one side, his girlfriend was on the other. He puts his hand on me. I'm
Who?
like, woo, this boy, her boyfriend.
Right.
Puts his hand on me. I'm like, woo, and she said stop. I stopped. I moved. It was it didn't even last 5 seconds.
Well, let's get over the woo part. What do you mean you're sitting there, one on each side, and you're going woo, 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 woo?
Just my hands on their legs, whatever. I don't know, Dr. Phil. I can't explain it. I was not coherent. I was just having a good time. I don't know.
Sounds like.
He won't have any fun with me. He won't do anything with me.
Yeah, because I work hard. Here I am. I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work, and here you are, drunk as hell in a hot tub.
One
time.
time.
Our son, you have to get up, get our son ready for school, and here you are, wasted in a hot tub. And I'm trying to get ready for work.
I got him to school.
You know? Yeah, you got him to school, but still, it was disappointing to see that. You know? It's just.
Are you medicating yourself with alcohol?
Absolutely. Yes.
Didn't you get a DUI in 2011?
I did.
Been in 2
Flip a
wrecks.
car?
Yep.
You flipped your car?
Yeah.
Twice. 2 different wrecks.
I'm all alone. I don't have... I'm lonely. I've even told him, I'm married, 3 kids, and I'm lonely. And he's like, so what? He doesn't care.
We're going to find out how her drinking spoiled an outing for the whole family when we come back.
A couple weeks ago, I was riding my bike with the family. I drank a bottle of champagne. I even had a shot of tequila, ranting while I'm riding, I'll be dead in 3 years. I got so frustrated. This was supposed to be my wow moment from Joe. It didn't turn out that way at all.
I'm here with Teresa and Joe, who both say they want to salvage their marriage of 12 years. Both say they have good reason to leave the situation, that it's just absolutely not working. Joe says that part of the problem is her drinking. Now, if you start medicating yourself with alcohol, do you make bad decisions?
Sometimes, yeah. Absolutely.
Tell me some of the good decisions you've made, that you've made drunk. Let's go over some of the brilliant things you've done while you were drunk. You've flipped a couple of cars. You've played the woo game in the hot tub. You've gotten violent at a club and attacked him, and then he attacked you. You've kicked holes in walls. You've thrown shot glasses, flipped cars, gotten arrested. You've abused alcohol and pot. You even played with meth a little bit, right?
Back in high school, or when I graduated, yeah, for a month or so, yeah. Yes, I did.
You said it. Kill me, just do it. I'll be dead in 3 years. You were on a family bike ride.
Yes.
Drunk.
Yes.
Falling down on her bike.
So you crashed your bike too.
Yeah.
In front of our kids.
You need to understand, you have responsibility to yourself. You're a mother of 3 children, right?
Yes.
So, I'm concerned that you're making bad decisions, and these bad decisions come when you're highly anxious or drunk.
Yes.
Because when you're anxious, you're frantic, and when you're frantic, you're frustrated. When you're frustrated, okay? And so you make bad decisions then.
It's normally when I start drinking.
And my theory is that sometimes when people are afraid of an outcome, they've got unfinished emotional business. You've heard that old saying, what I fear, I create?
Yep.
It's like you test him. I'm going to see if I can push him away. I'm going to see if I can push him to cheat, to hit me, to leave me. I'm going to test him, push him, push him, push him. And when he passes for that few minutes, he came home and hugged you tighter than he's ever hugged you before. He cried with you. You tested him. I'm going to jump out of this car. And he passed the test. And for a few minutes, it felt good. You had his attention. And you said, okay, I got a fix here. I got my fix. But that didn't last very long. And then the anxiety starts to build back up, build back up, build back up. And so you start reaching for it again.
Yep.
And my fear is how far will you go to get that next fix? How far will you push him till he finally fails so you can either say, I'm right. I was right. Dr. Phil, read this. I'm right. He killed me. I do think you're doing the best you know how to do to stay contained. But you have a second job. And if she's hurting, you're hurting.
Closed captioning provided by...
Everybody's getting together at IHOP. We're serving holiday hotcakes. New this year, caramel bonbon and classic holiday meals at prices that'll keep you in the spirit. And for dessert, our Belgian chocolate mousse crepe. For great value, share the holidays at IHOP.
Get set for the season with late Friday and early Saturday savings at Kohl's. Plus, visit Kohl's.com for a friends and family pass and take an extra 25% off when you spend $100 or more. You'll earn Kohl's cash too. Find your yes. Kohl's.
you get that there is never a reason, ever, 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 a reason to put your hands on a woman in anger.
You're right, I get that.
She comes up to you in a bar and slaps your face, then you walk away. If she follows you, pounding you on the back, then you run away.
No, you're right.
You do whatever you have to do, but you never turn and put your hands on her, and if she continues to do that, then you just get away from her. But you never put your hands on a woman in anger, because A, it's wrong, and B, you'll wind up in jail.
No, you're right. I agree. I've been there, and that's why I've moved past it, and that's why
And you've done the work, and I do believe you've done the work. I believe you've taken it serious. You did court-ordered anger management, then you went on your own and did additional work. And I do think you're doing the best you know how to do to stay contained. But you have a second job. This is the woman that has hooked her wagon to your star. This is your partner in life.
Yes.
And if she's hurting, you're hurting.
Oh, I agree with that, yes.
If she has a need, then you have a job.
Yes.
It's just that simple. Marriage is not 50-50. I love all of these self-appointed relationship experts. Holy God. Marriage is 50-50. We have to meet in the middle. No, it's not. Marriage is 100-100. It is your job to go 100% of the way to meet her needs.
Yes.
It is your job to go 100% of the way to meet his needs. And you've got to decide that either what he has done is a life sentence. Seriously, if him cheating on you is a life sentence from which he can never be pardoned or paroled, then you need to tell him so he can pardon himself. Or you need to make the decision that, you know what, the past is over, the future hasn't happened yet, the only time is now. And I'm going to trust myself enough to be vulnerable to him. And the two of you need to make that decision. And I'm going to do something I don't typically do here. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let you two go back in the green room alone. And I want you to look each other in the eye and decide what you want to do. And then you're going to come back out here and tell me what you decided and why. And I want you to speak with clarity and leadership. I don't want to sit there and mumble around. I want you to speak with clarity and leadership about your decision that affects you, and these 3 children. Now, while they're gone, I'm going to do something else. We went on a search for a certain kind of woman. I'll explain when we come back. When we finish, Joe and Teresa will be back out here with their decision after the break. Well, I sent Joe and Teresa backstage to really make some serious decisions about the future of their marriage. And while they're gone, I want to switch gears. Now, as you all know, my wife, Robin, is not only the backbone of our family, she's a huge part of this show. And Robin was just named the national spokesperson for Girl Scouts, Girl Scouts of the USA. Now, recently, she attended the Girl Scouts 2014 National Convention.
Yes, it was their 53rd convention, and more than 6,000 participants from around the globe attended. Representatives from the United States and 22 foreign countries were there, and professional training and education workshops were led by thought leaders and experts on all girl issues.
Now, Robin moderated a conversation of consequence, is what it was called, right?
Yes.
A conversation of consequence. It was a panel on leadership that included, for example, the former First Lady of Massachusetts, Ann Romney.
Yes. I had the best time at the Robin McGraw Revelation booth. One activity that went over huge in a really big way with the attendees was having an opportunity to write down and post their idea of what makes them fabulous. So look at this incredible display.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we created this, and we wanted all the Girl Scouts, everyone, their mothers, all the leaders, everyone that visited our booth to write down why they think they're fabulous. And the activity was meant to inspire healthy self-esteem and confidence in these girls. And so I want to go over there. Let's read some of them.
Yeah, read a few of them.
Because they are so wonderful. Okay, so I'm fabulous because I'm a military spouse. That's so true. That's true. Because I'm a grandmother of 6, 2 boys, 4 girls. I am an awesome Girl Scout dad. We had a dad visit. Because I'm me. Oh, that's so cute. I'm fabulous because I am just precious. I'm fabulous because I lead fabulous girls. And like this little girl, actually, oh, I'm fabulous because I'm from Mexico.
I thought it was
That's what this is all about.
I thought it was such a great message because she's up there teaching these little girls to talk about why they're fabulous. And for their participation, they received a Reason I'm Fabulous notebook, which many of them brought to a meet and greet with you and to get your autograph and all of that type of thing. It was so much fun.
Yes, everyone in the audience today is getting one of those notebooks.
Yeah.
Speaking of being fabulous, if you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Tagboard, you've probably seen my new hashtag, Reasons I'm Fabulous, social media campaign. And I created this because oftentimes women don't or won't give themselves credit for all the amazing things they do. And we're asking all the women out there to look at themselves and be loud and be proud about what makes them fabulous.
Right. Here are some ladies who sent in their photos because they feel fabulous. And we've also been reviewing all the video submissions like these. Take a look.
I hear you're looking for someone fabulous.
Robin, I'm here to nominate someone to you.
Fabulous woman that she is.
She's a great person.
My mother is fabulous. I'd like to nominate
The most fabulous person I know and deserves to be nominated.
One woman who really stood out for me was Kim. She was nominated by her sister-in-law, Karen. After talking to Kim and her family, we knew we had found someone truly fabulous.
My sister-in-law rocks. She is the most fabulous person I know.
My mom is the best role model. My mom taught me that love is infinite. She is always thinking about what she can do for others.
Kim is the ultimate volunteer. She makes a difference in the lives of those who sometimes can't help themselves.
And definitely a professional volunteer. I really enjoy spending my time helping others.
My mom has raised thousands of dollars for nonprofit organizations.
My wife wears a cape.
I do not wear a cape.
She just seems to have limitless energy and big heart. You put those two things together and it translates into action.
Kim has been actively involved with raising awareness for the fight against breast cancer.
My aunt is a breast cancer survivor, and I have 2 very dear friends that have been diagnosed with breast cancer. So I walk for breast cancer.
Kim does everything, and somehow she still makes time for herself.
No matter how busy I get, I spend a little bit of time to take care of myself.
My mom is the perfect example of a great role model.
I am so blessed to have such an awesome mom.
Well, she is fabulous, and she is here today. Everyone, please welcome Kim. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Have a seat. So you are a busy girl.
I am.
So where do you get all of this energy? I mean, you never stop.
No, I don't really stop. I stopped to come out to California.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of stuff to do when I get back.
You've been married 20 years.
20 years and I have 4 kids.
Right, and your husband's here.
Yes.
Right, where is he? Here he is, right here.
Sounds like from the tape keys that you're the perfect mother.
I don't know that I'd say perfect. I have a lot of help, but yeah, I try my best.
You know, clearly, Kim is an amazing wife and mother, as you saw on the tape, and sister-in-law. But she also did something that, I got to tell you, is pretty humbling and I think quite heroic. Take a look.
Kim was my son's bone marrow donor. Kim was the one person out of 11 million people that could give Greg another chance at life. And she said yes.
When I found out I was a match, I immediately thought, okay, where do I go? What do I need to do? How do we get started?
It was amazing to watch the cells go in, realizing this is a life-saving procedure and pretty miraculous.
I never got to see him or meet him in person, but we definitely became friends and learned a lot about each other over the past several years.
After 15 months after the transplant, Greg's cancer returned.
I couldn't help but think if my son needed help, I would hope that somebody would do what they could to help them.
Greg passed away in January of 2013. Greg and Kim talked a lot on the phone. They would play computer games back and forth, and I think he and Kim shared a lot of laughs and a lot of stories. We had 4 extra years with Greg. Kim gave our son the gift of life, and we will never be able to adequately thank Kim. We were very grateful.
I didn't want another day to go by without you meeting the woman whose life you profoundly changed. Kim, I'd like you to say hello to Greg's mother, Vicki.
Thank you so much.
It's so good to meet you. It's just so good to meet you.
This is amazing. Thank you so much.
Have a seat over there right next to Kim. So, you know, despite the fact that all of this had happened, you never had the opportunity to meet the woman that gave you 4 extra years with your precious son.
Nope.
Until this moment. This
Right.
is the first time you've
This is the first time.
had a chance to meet.
I can't believe this.
Kim, how's it feel to finally meet Vicki?
It means a lot. They've been a big part of my life. I know it's been over the phone. But I really feel like I really got to know their family, and they're very special to me.
Thank you so much.
And your sister-in-law that started all of this and actually nominated you as part of Robin's fabulous campaign is here. This is Karen right here. So
She's a fabulous mom, too.
How does it feel to see them together?
Oh, wonderful. I'm like, oh, I'm going to cry now. All that makeup just wasted.
Because you ladies are fabulous. I have a big surprise for you. These ladies deserve a girls' night out, so I made reservations at the Langham Huntington Hotel in Pasadena, California for tonight. Massages, manicures, and pedicures are awaiting you both at the hotel's Schwan Spa.
Well, we wanted you to have a chance to spend some real quality time together, and so that gives you a chance to spend the evening and have some quality time together, but you're not done.
No, I'm not. When they get home, the pampering continues because I've set up a 3-month membership at their local Planet Beach automated spa.
And Robin's still not done.
No. Yes, Kim and Vicki are going home with plush monogram towels and a spa robe from Luxor Linens, your direct source for luxury linens made with 100% extra fine Egyptian cotton.
But look, don't worry. Robin would never forget about today's audience, right?
That's right. Kim, you and Vicki, and everyone in the audience is going home with my Georgia fragrance. My complete line of Georgia bath products, and my Light of My Life candle line, for which 100% of the net proceeds go to my foundation, When Georgia Smiles, to benefit victims of domestic violence. And audience, you are all also getting your very own monogrammed robes and towels from Luxor Linens. Plus a day pass to Planet Beach Automated Spa so they can get pampered too.
Right, so you guys can take care of yourselves. It's so great to meet the two of y'all, and it's such an inspirational story, and that's why Robin is doing what she's doing. And thank you for nominating. And it's just, I think what you're doing with this campaign is great, and you're perfect examples
Women like
of what we're talking about. back to business, I sent Teresa and Joe backstage to think about their future. And the question is, are they going to decide to give their marriage one final shot, or is this the end of the road? And I'm going to ask you, audience, before they come back out here, if you think they should give this a shot and move on, raise your hand. If you say, you know what, it's time to move on, raise your hand. Oh, wow. We're about 50-50. We'll see what they say when we come back.
If you are going to be in the Los Angeles area and you would like free tickets, go to drphil.com and click on Be in the Audience.
Or you can call 323-461-PHIL.
The first time I met Joe, he had worked on my car. He was so cute, he reminded me of Matt Damon. I got the courage to ask him out.
She was a very pretty girl, very outgoing, and very athletic.
I had a lot of self-confidence. It felt good that he wanted me and he liked me. The night that we went out, I felt fabulous. I felt hot, sexy, and I felt great.
Now, Teresa and Joe just spent some time backstage thinking about not only what they wanted for their future, but what they were willing to do to create a future if there is one together. So you two have been back there talking. What did you talk about?
How we can move forward. He finally explained to me how, like when I try to tell him about my feelings, I would bring up, he would listen a little bit and then just frustration, I don't know, whatever. And I would just bring up all these years of the hurt and the affair, and I'd say stupid things that he didn't want to deal with, and I don't blame him. And I get it now. I didn't get that before, and I told him that I wouldn't bring that up anymore.
What do you get that you didn't get before?
That he would turn away from me and not want to talk to me anymore, and I just took it as dismissive, and he didn't want to talk about my feelings, and he didn't care, and that's how I took it. And I get now that what he doesn't want to hear is just what he did to me, and how I'm mean about it, like the affair and what I call her and just all those things. There's no point in me bringing that up anymore, and I get it. And I didn't get it before.
And what did you talk about?
I talked about listening, to her, being more open, communication-wise, letting her know how I do feel without being scared of her stomping on my feelings.
You're not married to the perfect husband. And that has some real symmetry because you're not the perfect wife.
Right.
So both of you have flaws, fallacies, and you also have great traits and characteristics. But saying it and doing it are two distinctly different things. And I really want to not seethe anger and resentment and bitterly hate him every time I look at him.
Yeah.
I really want to not do that, but I just don't know how.
Yeah.
Would you like to know how?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm going to tell her with great specificity after the break, and you might want to get a notepad, because I got a sneaking suspicion you might have a way to use this in your own life. We'll be right back. Here's the deal. First off, this comes down to trust, right?
Yeah.
And I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is your ability to trust him has nothing to do with him and everything to do about you. The bad news is your ability to trust him has nothing to do with him and everything to do with you. Okay? That's the good news and the bad news. And I'll tell you why. Because in order to trust him, you have to be able to trust yourself to deal with whatever he does. You're playing the game with sweaty palms because you don't know not what he's going to do, but if you're going to be able to handle it when he does. He's not going to be perfect. I promise you, he's a man. We don't get it when it comes to a lot of the stuff that women need. We don't. You have to put the dots real close together and connect them with a bright red line. And then you got to get up tomorrow and do it again. And then you got to do it on the back of his eyelid so he can look at it when he's asleep. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. But you're not going to beat it into him. You cannot require it. You must inspire it.
Tried.
No, you didn't.
At first I did.
No, you didn't. What you have to do is decide, you know what? I'm tough. I can handle this. I can trust myself for him to be less than perfect. I can. If he doesn't do exactly the right thing in the right way at the right time, I will be okay. And even if I trust and he really lets me down big again and cheats on me, I'm A, gonna kick his ass to the curb, and B, you will be okay. You'll be okay for you, you'll be okay for your children. Okay? You just have to decide that. You just have to decide you're gonna be okay. You've had a damaged personal truth. Decide that you're gonna be okay, and then you have to make a decision, each of you, that you are going to forgive each other. And trust me, forgiveness is not what you think it is. Okay. Forgiveness, you sit there and just, oh, pray God give me forgiveness. And you wait for it to wash over your body. And you go, oh, wow, I don't hate you anymore. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's a choice. You have to make a choice. Stop the legacy you lived and start a new one right now. And that's a choice that you make. And then you behave your way to success every day. And I'm going to get you some help to do that with.
Thank you.
I'm going to get you some help to heal from the inside out. I want to thank all of my guests. If you at home want to learn about any of the fabulous gifts you saw today, go to drphil.com and click on the Reasons I'm Fabulous campaign. And you're going to get a big surprise when you do. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.